We had a wonderful meeting with the Prime Minister, and of course, you're all aware that we have been extremely welcomed into Burkina Faso. But this would not happen. Our presence here in Burkina Faso as African diaspora would not have happened had it not been for your amazing embassy, the Burkina Faso embassy in Washington, D.C. I told the Prime Minister today that having spent time in Washington, D.C., it is my humble opinion that the most functional embassy in Washington, D.C. is the Burkina Faso embassy, and nobody can challenge that. So it is through the Burkina Faso embassy in Washington, D.C., followed by, of course, through the foreign ministry, that we are here today. We have been received in a way that no one even imagined. So for that, on behalf of the African diaspora, we want to thank our brothers and sisters in Burkina Faso for the resounding welcome that they have given us so far. In addition, we did get a brief history of who we are from the Prime Minister. He reminded us that we need to continue to fight the enemy who has lied to us for centuries, the enemy who has misrepresented Africa, but more importantly, since we're here, the misrepresentation of Burkina Faso, the image that has been painted of Burkina Faso. We all have a responsibility to dispel those lies. And we have a responsibility as Africans to tell the world the truth about Burkina Faso. We are here as testimony to that. When those people who are here today, I call them the renegades. The renegades, in spite of the negativity coming out of the world, they said, no, Burkina Faso is home, we are going home. We don't tell Chinese not to go to China. We don't tell the Indians not to go to India. We don't tell the Europeans not to go to Europe. Africans must come home. They must come home to Africa. And for us, we are blessed that we have a president who has stood up, a president who represents everything we have ever wanted in an African man, a president who has stood up and said, Africa belongs to the Africans. And we have an example of how Africa must readjust and reshape our leadership. So in Burkina Faso, we have found a home. The president is calling for the conclusion, for the correction of the wrong of over 400 years. The children of Africa are welcome here in Burkina Faso, particularly descendants of the formerly enslaved. President Traore is saying the wrongs of yesteryear must be corrected, beginning in Burkina Faso. I want you all to know that what is happening in Burkina Faso is something that should have happened a long time ago. It really is sad when you think about it, that over 400 years of the children of Africa being taken out of Africa as slaves, not a single African country has put out a clarion call to say, you can come home to Burkina Faso. You can come home to any other African country. It is Burkina Faso that is making that clarion call to say, descendants of the formerly enslaved, you must come home to Burkina Faso. African diaspora, the right thing is for you to come home to Burkina Faso, and Burkina Faso is standing up and saying, let's right this wrong. And so we are here to celebrate that call, that clarion call. We're answering that clarion call from President Captain Ibrahim Traoré. And that is why we are here today. So the Prime Minister reminded us of our journey, reminded us of the forces out there that are trying to continue to divide us, and that if we don't stay awake, alert, and oriented, these forces will win. So the forces of evil that have kept Africans and Africans in the diaspora from coming together, we must always be aware of them and be determined to defeat them by any means necessary. So yes, we did get a history lesson, brief as it was, but very much to the point. So the meeting with the Prime Minister was amazing, and we were received very warmly. And of course, Our Excellency, our ambassador to Washington, as usual, is always there, supportive. He's with us, and of course, the permanent secretary from the foreign ministry. So we just had a very wonderful time And we really, truly appreciate him taking the time to meet with the ADDI leadership.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Dr. Arikana, for your wisdom.
Wow, thank you, Dr. Arikana. Thank you, African Descent, African Diaspora, Pan-Africanist, and all brothers and sisters here in the continent, and to you who are in the diaspora, and mostly to the government of Burkina Faso under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré for making sure that Africans around the world are coming together and speaking with one voice. Family, brothers and sisters, this is a great achievement for we Africans to see more than 700 Africans in the diaspora coming back home and given citizenship of Burkina Faso. Now, what is left for us, the people of Africa, is to collaborate with African descent and African diaspora to make sure that we shock those who thought that we cannot come together. We know our brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers in the diaspora, African descent, they have different skills, they have knowledge. We have doctors, for instance, Dr. Arikana Chihombori-Quao, she's a medical doctor. We have engineers, we have spiritual healers like Joshua Maponga. We hope with collaboration with the people of Africa in Burkina Faso, things will change on the ground. What we seek right now is economic freedom. Without coming together, we will not realize economic freedom. This is a do or die time for the continent of Africa. I'm saying that purposely because you saw what is happening around the continent. You saw what is happening in Sudan, in Congo, in Somalia. It's about division. Africans, we are divided. And recently, you heard about Donald Trump to send troops in Nigeria. All it's about division. But the time is now for Africans to come together, to unite. And I'm calling all African leaders to unite under Captain Ibrahim Traoré. I know politically it is difficult because we have dealers and sellouts and the puppet leaders in the continent who have been installed in power to serve the interests of the West. But let us, with the people of Africa and African descent, unite. Let us leave those politicians. The time is over now. That's why you see the awakening of young people across the continent. Let us unite behind Captain Ibrahim Traoré. By any means, let us protect him because he has a lot of enemies. Enemies are not sleeping. They want to make sure that Captain Ibrahim Traoré is not achieving. But this is not the achievement of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. This is the achievement of Africans. We black people, we need to come together, unite and speak with one voice. So we hope more Africans will travel to Ouagadougou, to Burkina Faso, to meet this young revolutionary leader, not just talking, to see what is happening and what is going on in Burkina Faso. Maybe we can learn something when we go back to our home countries or our home nations. We can do something to make sure that we bring changes to our motherland. The time is now for we Africans to liberate this continent economically. Let us take control of our natural resources. Let us take control of our economy. It doesn't make sense that we produce gold, but we don't set the price for our gold. It doesn't make sense that we produce cocoa, but we can't manufacture or create chocolate. It doesn't make sense that we have coffee, but those who are beneficiaries of our coffee are others. Even those who don't have even a piece of land for even a single tree of coffee, but are those who are beneficiaries of our coffee. Let us come together. Let us unite. Let us remove jealous. Let us remove self-hate. Let us remove puppets and evil minds against each other. Let us love one another. Africa means love. Africa means unity. Africa means peace. We are saying the time is now for we Africans to come together. Let us, starting in Burkina Faso, then we can spread across the entire continent and reach in different parts of the world. This was not a meeting of politicians. This was the meeting of clever and conscious and intelligent Africans in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora. Have been saying, if you remember, that the year 2025 must be the year where Africans will come together and unite, speak with one voice, strategize how we can undo the Berlin Conference. So it has started in Burkina Faso. Let us continue to push the agenda of undoing the Berlin Conference. You know, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, try to imagine that 15 heads of state of Europeans in 1884 to 1885 came together, united in Berlin, divided the continent. And yet today we are saying we are politically free. We can't undo what the 15 heads of state of Europeans did during the Berlin Conference. And yet we come here, we talk about development. How can we develop without changing our minds? Everything starting with our minds. If our mind still under colonial yoke, we cannot move forward. Let us liberate ourselves mentally. Let us emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, and from there we can move forward. Brothers and sisters, as I said many times, Africans, this is our time. Africans, this is the time for we to come together. If we don't come together, we'll be defeated. You saw what America said to South Africa, that's white genocide, wanted to punish South Africa. America didn't stop there. Went to Nigeria right now. Trump wants to send troops in Nigeria to fight Boko Haram and to defeat people in Nigeria. What do you expect? After Nigeria, who is the next? Nigeria has oil. What if they will bomb those oil refinery industries and saying there is a fight against terrorists? So Africans, we need to wake up. We need to think beyond. We need to move out of colonial mentalities. Let us change our curriculum. Let us revolutionize our education systems. Let us decolonize our curriculum. Let us decolonize our agriculture, making sure that we Africans, we feed ourselves, we create and produce our own seeds. Africans, we have our own fertilizers. We are not depending on Ukraine or on Russia. Let us revolutionize our infrastructures where Africans, young engineers and innovators will be responsible for building their own infrastructures. Let us revolutionize our governance systems. Democracy in Africa has failed. Democracy is creating chaos and conflict. Recently, you heard about what happened in Tanzania. It's about democracy. Democracy is good on the face of others, but behind democracy, people are using that opportunity to divide people and to create conflict. Let us Africans not accept that thing. Let us come together, finding our best way of governance or governing ourselves. Let us not rely on the West. Let us not rely on anyone. Let us rely on ourselves. We can if we decide. We have possibility if we decide. We have capacity if we decide to do so. Africa will lack nothing except leadership. So the time is now, as I said, Africans are intelligent, sophisticated people who can do anything, who can change anything in this world, because God has given Africa everything. Tell me which continent has resources, mindset, has like people like Africa. Africa has all kind of weather. Africa has the longest and largest river. If you talk about longest river, you talk about River Nile. Africa largest, you talk about River Congo. Africa has different oceans, Pacific, Indian, Mediterranean, and many others. Africa as a tallest as mountains, Mountain Kilimanjaro, Mountain Elgon, Wenzori, Kenya, and others. Africa has wild animals that are not found anywhere. except in the continent of Africa. Tell me which Africa we lack. What Africa we lack? Tell me. Tell me. So, this is our time. This is our time. Let us come together. Let us unite. Let us fight for economic freedom. Thank you. Have a nice time. If you're new in this platform, make sure that you subscribe to join a big family of Make Africa Great. And if you've already subscribed, please share the message to other Africans here in the continent and to those who are also far from this continent, maybe in the diaspora, Caribbean, or Asia. And after that, like this video, brothers and sisters, for the video to go viral, to reach many Africans and many people, to understand what Africans we want. We are going to build the Africa that all of us we want. After that, thank you.
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot. Joshua Mabonga, Gospel Changer. Thanks a lot, thanks a lot. Our young president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, you make African great. Our brother Asimi Kutak Mal has become great. Thank you, Africa. Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make African great. Thank you, freedom. Thank you, Africa. Mama Africa. Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. Let us come together and unite. Bring peace in the DRC, peace in Sudan, peace in Libya, peace in Sahel, and peace all over Africa. One Africa, one government, one currency, one army, one love. Go Africa. Thank you, Africa.